on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back at it again with another Copart walk around today over here at Copart Yard 18, 2829 Southeast 15th Street here in I almost said Del City. It's Oklahoma City. I'm like 99% sure this is Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Big shout out to Copart. Thank you for letting us do this. Thank you to all of you for watching. We're going to jump right into this. Number one on my list. Are you ready? We're gonna do like the best of the best first this time. Number one on my list is a 2017 BMW M240i. I love this car. Now, what's wrong with it? That I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I'm going to just venture a guess and say it's probably a flood car because I don't see anything wrong with this car at all. She's beautiful. It's that beautiful silver. It's got these deep blue calipers. I don't know what you'd call these wheels right here, but they kind of look like a flower, sort of like a flower, I think. They definitely say M Sport on the wheels as well. That blue on the calipers is absolutely gorgeous though. Absolutely gorgeous. She's a beautiful car, guys. So I don't see any real body damage. That means it's gotta be a flood, right? It's gotta be a flood. Either that or there's some major mechanical damage to this. I don't know what it is. Now comment below, all of you BMW fanatics out there, and you tell me, were these cars plagued with some kind of major, mechanical issue that could have landed it over here? It's a beautiful car. Even the top is absolutely gorgeous. Only 47,000 miles. What could possibly be wrong with it? Well, I can tell you this. It's got spider webs all over the tires and the rear quarter, so obviously it's been sitting a while. Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires. All right. So somebody either spent some money on tires or these are the original tires. I'm not sure. With 47,000 miles, you'd think the tires may have been replaced by now. So, first thing I do when I come across a car that I don't understand what could possibly be wrong with it is I sniff it. That's not a flood. At least not on the interior. Not a flood on the interior at all. The lights are not on, so the battery is most likely dead. We do have the clicker. Unfortunately, it's an automatic. Yeah, 100% dead. Look at that steering wheel, guys. Tell me that is not sexy. That is sexy right there. Very simple gauge cluster. This is nice. This is nice. So, somebody left the headlights on. Let's take a look under the hood. Obviously, we're going to have to put a jump pack on it. I mean, I at least got to hear this thing crank over, Man, that's beautiful. God, I love these cars. I hate them, but I love them. I hate them because they're so damn complicated and I don't understand them. And that's not the car's fault. That's my fault. It's all my fault. I don't blame the car one bit. But isn't it beautiful? Look at this. Just stare at this for a minute. M Performance, guys. Beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm in love. Okay. The only thing to do now is let's hook up a battery and let's try to crank it and see what's going on. I don't know. Is the engine locked up? Does it crank at all? Does it have no compression? Maybe it overheated? I don't know. Let's try to crank it over and find out. All right. I'm excited. I know it ain't going to run. It wouldn't be here if it ran, and it says it doesn't run, so... no? Oh, she's locked up. She's locked up. Get used to the BMW ding, guys. Transmission is not in park. Ah, okay. So there is a way underneath the car to actually force the transmission into neutral. And that has been done. So it is stuck in neutral right now. You should still be able to start it. You can hear the starter click, but it doesn't do anything. One more time. Yeah, okay. All right, well, damn. That's sad. That's actually real sad. It's a beautiful car. Just makes me wonder, like, what happened to it? So it's obviously going to be listed as mechanical damage. I don't know, maybe it was sabotaged. Maybe it sucked up some water. I'm actually kind of depressed now. I was really hoping we'd at least get to hear this thing crank over anyway, but as it turns out, she's not going to do anything, guys, so we're going to have to move on to the next one. Next on my list is a 2005 Ford Mustang GT that's been sitting here since January. Since January, guys. I'm going to take a walk around. I was rushing through my list, as I always do, so I don't know what damage this car has, but surely there's something. 164,000 miles. Some interesting looking Venom rims. So far, so good. It's listed as a run and drive. It looks like from all the cracking paint back here that it was definitely hit in the rear. Guys, I don't see anything really wrong with this car. Tires are actually pretty decent. The tread depth is around 7/32. They're nice enough to write that on there for us. This is funny. Remember this? I am Root. I am Root. I am Root. Y'all won't get it unless you saw the movie. Anyway, I love Root, man. Root's awesome. Okay. All right. Let's crank this thing over. I'm going to guess, since it's been here since January, it's probably got a dead battery. Oh, wow. That's a lot of dirt. The interior is actually pretty decent. This generation of Mustang, guys, had a horrible, horrible interior quality problem. And that problem was the lack of quality in their interiors. No offense to Mustang owners. I've owned plenty of these myself. Yeah, obviously dead as a doornail. We already knew that was coming. But I'm glad to see this one actually has a decent interior. Oh, so what do we got under the hood of this one, guys? It's a Coyote V8. No, it's not. It's the 4.6, but that's okay. These are still fun motors, guys. They are. They're plenty fast, plenty torquey. They make you feel real warm and fuzzy inside. This is nice. This is real nice. Okay, I'm going to get this hood propped up, and then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the booster pack. Let's go ahead and jump start this bad boy and see how she runs. I still can't help but wonder how this car ended up out here. Very bizarre. More black ice. All right, here we go. Okay, the engine was rattling a bit, but it probably hasn't been started in forever. It sounds healthy, guys. It sounds real healthy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, now she doesn't sound so healthy. Now she sounds just straight up pissed off. Okay, what do we got in here? We got some donuts, some gum, books. Ah, this is always nice that they include this with the car, man. Always, always nice to have that. Let's put it in gear. Oh, shoot. Wow. Okay, yes, it goes forwards. Yes, it goes backwards. Not happily. Boy, this thing is running almost like it's cammed, but you know what it is? It's probably not cammed. It's probably stock. And it's probably running like crap because it's got ethanol gas in it from January, and we're almost into September, so. I mean, she runs. The important window does work. The paint is horrible. The AC is non-working. Let's take a listen to these mufflers back here. Actually sound pretty decent. Oh yeah. than what appears to be a very light hit on the rear bumper, I don't see anything wrong with this car. This one's got me intrigued. Hail, it does have some dings on it. I don't know, guys. Hey, you comment below, tell me what you think. The steering feels all right too. Give it a little rev one more time. Yeah, she sounds healthy. She sounds real healthy. God, I love this car. I love this car. I do. This is a Mako special right here, man. Not even kidding you. Mako special. This one I probably do like a $600 paint job. Put it back to black again, take the stripes off of it. Should be a good car, guys. I'm gonna keep this one on the watch list. Let's see what's next. Next, we got a 2006 Mercedes-Benz CLK 350. This is a beautiful, beautiful car. The paint looks halfway decent. With a little paint correction and sanding those headlights, oh, she'd be slick, guys. She would be slick. Firestone on the front, 107,000 miles. What do we got on the back? We've got Potenzas on the back. Yeah, this is nice. This is real nice. Almost makes you wonder what the heck it's doing here. Yeah, Potenza on the back here. And Firestone on the front. So it's got a good set of tires. Oh, man. Randy, you know better. You do. You know better. Uh-oh, it's got power, too. The windows went down when I opened the door. Oh, she's beautiful. Okay, it must smell bad. That's all I can think. It's got to be a flood car, right? Let's take a... Yeah, it doesn't smell good, but it doesn't smell like a flood car either. It just smells a little rank. Oh, let's see. It's gonna start right up, is it? That rattle is normal. Usually it goes away after a few seconds. Once it builds up oil pressure. It's gotten mostly quiet now. There is a check engine light on. Looks like we've already got the air conditioning on for us. And it is cold. AC is cold. Very nice. The interior roof looks nice. Actually, the interior looks good all around. She is a clean car, guys. Very clean. Just, you know, smells a little rough. Got a CD changer in there. Wow, a CD changer. When's the last time you've used... come on now. When's the last time you've used a CD changer, guys? Okay, let's put it in gear. It goes into reverse and drive. Doesn't move. Let me close this door. I don't want to ding the car any. Oh yeah, she moves. In fact, I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah, she goes forward and backwards. It feels like maybe it's in limp mode. No, it's not. It's going through the gears. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and drive. Okay. And then back to first. That doesn't mean the transmission's not acting up. These transmissions suffer from a conductor plate problem where the speed sensor gives out and unfortunately requires pulling the valve body to replace it. Now, fortunately, it's not that big of a deal. You can do it yourself, guys. It's not hard. Let's see, let's open the trunk. We've opened the hood. The important window works. I do hear like a rattling from the engine. We'll check that out here in just a second. All right, it looks good, guys. Oh yeah, Fancy. Fancy. That engine though, that rattling noise. We'll have to check that out. It could be something as simple as a pulley bearing going bad, an idler or tensioner pulley. Could be going out. Could be the air conditioning clutch rattling around. Honestly, it doesn't concern me that much. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of throttle. Actually sounds like it's coming from behind the engine almost. I hear it more when I'm right here beside the car. Huh. I'm gonna stand outside of the car. Let's see what it sounds like when we rev it from out here. Oh. Oh man, you know what that sounds like to me? That actually sounds like a timing chain. Yeah, it sounds like a timing chain. Monkey Wrench Mike, maybe a comment on this video before I bid on this car and tell me what you think. To me, that sounds like a heavy timing chain rattle, man. I'll bet it's an engine out service on this car too. Here we got an 07 Chevy Silverado. This is supposed to be hail damage. Yes, okay, I see it. I was looking at it going, I don't know, but yes, you have to get it in just the right light. Like literally, you really have to get it in just the right light. But it is riddled with hail damage, guys, including down the side has hail. The top has hail. 201,000 miles, quad cab, 4-door, whatever you want to call it. Very, very short bed. I call this the stubby bed. It's got a stubby bed. Obviously, it was worked. It's got lots of concrete back there. Some interesting semi-blacked out taillights to make it look more like a Cadillac. What do they call this? A roll pan? I can't remember. I think that's called a roll pan. Very, very chrome door handles, which is kind of insane since nothing else on the truck is chrome. See how it smells? It smells decent. Okay, okay. The tires are dry rotted. Firestone Transforce. I'm going to guess that somebody probably had aftermarket wheels on this at one point. It honestly doesn't look bad though, guys. It needs a paint job. It needs a paint job desperately bad. But aside from that, the hail damage is minimal. 200,000 miles on these honestly is not something that scares me. What is this, super glue? Man, and I just bought some yesterday from AutoZone and I could have just come here and got it for free. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't take nothing from Copart that doesn't belong to me. Nothing. Oh, she's got power? Oh ho. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that. All right. All right. All right. Someone put that wood grain in here. Look at all this wood grain. Wood grain is looking right. Somebody had a soda pop explode all over the ceiling. That happens. AC immediately, guys. Immediately, AC is ice cold. Oil pressure gauge is going a little wonky there. It could be a bad oil pressure sending unit, or most likely these had bad stepper motors. These were notorious for the gauges doing some really crazy stuff. You could be sitting here, the speedometer says you're going 120 miles an hour, and you're just sitting here like, wait, what? So it probably needs a stepper motor for the oil pressure. It sounds good. The engine sounds healthy, so I'm not overly concerned with the oil pressure. You know, typical GM stuff, broken plastic pieces and everything, no big deal. Does the important window work? No. That window works. That window works. That window does. That window is backwards. And this window I don't even hear it trying to do anything. So it could be a bad switch, could be a completely shot motor. Either way, that's not a huge deal. It's a cheap fix. Steering feels good. Airbag light is on. Check engine light is on. Let's go ahead and put her in gear. Brakes feel good. You can always tell when I'm serious about a car because, like, I really check it out. You know what I mean? Goes backwards. Goes forwards. All right. Let's pop the trunk. No, I'm kidding. Let's pop the hood. And let's have a look at what's going on under there. Take a quick peek underneath it. The tires are definitely shot, guys. That's what makes me think that most likely these tires were sitting outside somewhere because they probably had aftermarket wheels and tires on it. Oh yeah. Yeah. She sounds good, man. Yeah, she sounds real good. It's the small V8. That's okay. That's okay. We forgive you. It's a 4.8 liter. She still sounds healthy though. Sounds really, and it looks like the motor has been out at some point because if you look back there, you can see the fiberglass insulation, sound deadening material on the firewall has been all ripped up. So somebody has at least been back there working, and they ripped it up a lot. That's not like you changed the coil pack or something. It's like somebody actually had to get in there and do some work. Maybe it was a cylinder head job. Who knows? Maybe it's the whole engine. Either way, when I'm listening to these, I'm listening for that cylinder deactivation. Okay, I'm listening for the misfires. I'm listening for the engine rattling. And this engine is perfectly quiet. She sounds right. She sounds real good. Let's go around to the exhaust. Coolant looks good. Like this thing was taken care of, guys. It was. I actually kind of like those stripes. I probably would have kept those if I could have, but you know, it is what it is. Take a quick peek up underneath. You hear my knees pop. That's not the truck. That's me getting old. It happens. I know you guys probably couldn't see much, but take my word for it. She's dry as a bone under there. Oh, she sounds so nice. Where we got the exhaust? Oh, what is it? Is it just cut off at the axle? Dumped at the back axle? Let's climb back under here. I don't see it. You know what I think? I think maybe they just cut off. I think they just cut off the exhaust. I don't think it's actually dumped. I think it's just cut. Ugh. Yeah, okay. No, they got a muffler back there. Looks like a Flowmaster. Yeah, they got a Flowmaster back there. Hanging up by the rear axle. I prefer not to do that, guys. I'd really prefer the exhaust running straight out. Sorry if I bumped your camera there. But as you can see, they got the muffler, dumped pointing right at the axle and the shocks. Do you have any idea the amount of heat that comes out of the exhaust? You know what I mean? That's a lot of heat, guys. That's a lot of heat to be exposing shocks to. It's a lot of heat to expose your axle to. The gear oil actually runs through the axle to help keep everything lubricated. And unfortunately, when you do that, when you dump your exhaust, like literally, it's one thing if you dump it under the axle, okay? But it's another when you leave your exhaust pointing straight at your axle. You're blowing 500 plus degrees of exhaust, especially on hard accelerations, all over your axle, heating it up unnecessarily and ultimately causing premature wear of the fluid at a minimum. Either way, I like this truck, guys. I'm going to keep my eyes on it. Let's see what this one goes for. Yeah, you're going to think I'm crazy. That's okay. I believe this is an 01 Ram 1500 Magnum V8. She took a pretty good hit to the front, no doubt. But I'm here to tell you guys, this is easy. This is super easy on this. Like this, there's nothing complicated about changing the bumper and the fender. Obviously, the headlight assembly and whatever lays behind it. Cracked windshield. The paint is very faded. That's weird. Along right here and right here, the paint looks very, very bad. What is going on here? We got like gasoline leaking. Oh, that's disgusting. What that looks like is a truck that sat for a very, very long time. The tires are shot. Yeah, I had to come look at it because I am a sucker for these older Dodges, and I don't know why. I really don't. Maybe it's because I spent quite a bit of time watching Walker Texas Ranger when I was younger. And yeah, you know, Walker Texas Ranger, man, he always drove one of these Rams. And Twister, don't forget Twister, had a Ram in it as well. So I've always had a thing for the trucks. Unfortunately, these trucks just weren't, they just weren't great trucks, guys. I'm sorry if I'm pissing anybody off, but like, let's call a spade a spade. The dashes were no, up, yeah, here we go. The dashes are notorious for doing this, okay? Now, don't think I'm picking on the Dodge. I'm not. The dashboard's totally destroyed. GMs do it too. A lot of cars from this era, I don't know what their deal was, man. I think they tried out some new plastic or something, and it's like, oops, that doesn't work. Let's not use that again. Yeah, guys, this one is just too rough. It's just too rough overall. The interior is disgusting. You could tell even before the accident, like someone was holding pieces together with zip ties. And stuff like this is what I look for. That gives me a general idea of how the previous owner or owners treated their vehicle. And golly, I gotta step back, guys. This one's bad. This one's a Badussi truck. She smells bad. She smells real bad. Dang, she smells bad. What is the deal with these, man? How do these cars smell so damn bad? Like, what are you doing here that can make your car smell like this? Okay. It's like, it's aggravating. All right, let's make sure the hood's open. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a peek, see how things look under here, but honestly, guys, I have no interest in this at all. You know what, honestly, what it sounds like? Oh God, the whole front end is falling off of it. It's, oh, the oil dipstick's just hanging out. You can see it's been overheated repeatedly. Oh yeah, this is covered in that rust. There's rust all over here, rust all over here. She's been overheated so many times. I don't even think we need to start this one. It literally smells like someone came in the truck and wiped their, you know, like they just kept wiping their ass on the seats over and over again for the whole life of the truck. That's what it smells that bad. There's almost no oil in it. There's all kinds of evidence of a pretty severe overheating. So, unfortunately, yeah, not a damn thing in there. Need lots of stop leak though. Lots of thick, gooey stop leak. Poor truck, man. That's sad. Now, hey, the fact of the matter is though, it was on the road during the time of the accident. I mean, I would guess anyway, right? It looks like it was on the road. Hell, maybe it wasn't. But I can tell you from all the overheating rust under the hood, this thing was already on its last leg. So you got to be careful, guys. My logic is usually, if you can find one out here that was wrecked, then it had to have been driving when it was wrecked. And that's usually true. But what it doesn't tell you, is how well it was driving before the wreck. You know what I mean? Some of these things were on the road, but they were already on their last legs. And I think this one is a perfect example of that. Now, it's not to say it's not a good truck for somebody. Somebody might be able to get some use out of it. But for me personally, there's nothing I can do with this. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bounce up out of here. I got one more week of Copart walkarounds to record for you guys, and then I get to go home for the day and edit all of these videos for you. Look, if you enjoy this content, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know that you like the content. If you don't, go ahead and hit the thumbs down button. Doesn't hurt my feelings any at all. Drop your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date to all of my videos that are coming out. Click the bell notification icon. And you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, guys, if you want to see kind of behind the scenes stuff going on before you're ever going to see it on YouTube. Definitely give me a follow on Facebook and Instagram at Auto Auction Rebuilds. With that, we are out of here, guys. Stay safe out there, buddy, and I will catch you all very soon in the next one.